Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Om Gnanatimirandasya Gnananjanashlakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. It's been a gap since we've joined you all for Chaitanya Charitamrita class. Mercy of devotees. Sitarani Mataji asked me to say a few words in today's class. So we are in the 17th chapter of the Madhya Lila, the chapter entitled The Lord Travels to Vrindavana. And we have to do from Shloka 146. Right? It is the same, right? We are going to read, each devotee is going to read the Shloka and the translation. That is how it is done, right?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, okay. So, I don't see anybody. Yeah, there's Raji Lakshmi Mataji. Yes, Mataji. Please go ahead. 146 Shloka.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Yete
Krishna.
bali sevi vipra atmastha kari prathe utti mathura chalila gaura hari. Translation by Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. After saying this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted that Brahmana as his devotee. The next morning, rising very early, the Lord started for Mathura. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. 147. Bhuvana Mataji, can you please read?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Seyitina Sange Chale. Seyitina Sange Chale Prabhu Nishe Dila Dura Haite Tina Jane Gare Pata Eila. Translation by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu started for Mathura, all three devotees started to go with him. But the Lord forbade them to accompany him. And from a distance, he asked them to return home. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Anybody wants to try who are the three devotees who wanted to go along with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu?
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Yes, Mataji.
Seidina Sange Kale Prabhu Nishe.
No, Hare Krishna. No, Mataji, I said here it says all the three devotees started to go with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Anybody remembers who are the three devotees who wanted to go with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? I asked, does anybody remember? Okay, probably
No,
by the end of,
sorry.
Yeah. Okay, by the end of the class we'll see, right? If anybody remembers, that's okay. 148. Yes, Krishnamurti Prabhu, please read the shloka in translation.
Hare Krishna Mataji, a little bit scroll Mataji.
Okay.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhura Virahetina Ekara Miliya Prabhu Guna Gana Kare Prema Matahana. Translation, Mataji, little bit scroll Mataji. Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Feeling separation from the Lord, the three used to meet and glorify the holy qualities of the Lord. Thus, they were absorbed in a ecstatic love. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So actually, this mood of separation is more glorified than meeting the Lord. I mean, like even if it is when we are expecting our gurus who are traveling all over, that the whole aspect of preparing for the guru to come and and doing all the service, that is more glorified than actually meeting. Of course, even when we meet, it is definitely more ecstatic and more enjoyable. But then that, always in the, so that's actually, it said there is no separation, because when you're always thinking of the person, then that person is always with you. So that is supposed to be more higher. That is the mood we see in the Vrajavasis. So that in the separation, naturally, because like how, if I should say, familiarity breeds contempt, or, when it is too near, then you take it for granted. Like if there is a temple right next to your house, the immediate neighbor is the least person who goes to the temple. I mean, like, it is taken for granted, it is there. So they are feeling separation, so they are glorifying the Lord to make up for that separation. Shobha Mataji, 149.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji, Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna.
प्रयागे आशिया प्रभु कैला वेरी स्थाना माधव देखिया प्रेमे कैला नृत्य घाना. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu then went to Prayaga, where he bathed at the confluence of the Ganges and the Yamuna. He then visited the temple of Veni Madhava and chanted the dance and danced there in ecstatic love. Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Do you want to read the purport?
Yeah, purport. Yeah, we'll read, because it is a lot of
Purport by
things.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The city of Prayaga is situated a few miles from the city of Allahabad. The name Prayaga is given due to successful sacrifices performed there. It is said, Prakristo yoga yaga phalam yasmat. If one performs sacrifices at Prayaga, he certainly gets immediate results without difficulty. Prayaga is also called Tirtha Raja, the king of all places of pilgrimage. This holy place is situated on the confluence of the river Ganges and Yamuna. Every year a fair takes place there known as Maha Mela, and every 12 years a Kumbh Mela is also held. In any case, many people come to bathe there every year. During Maha Mela, people from the local districts generally come, and during Kumbh Mela, people from all over India to live there and bathe in the Ganges and Yamuna. Whoever goes there immediately feels the place's spiritual influence. A fort located there was constructed by the Emperor Akbar about 500 years ago, and near the fort is a place called Triveni. On the other side of Prayaga is an old place known as Pratishthanapura. It is also well known as Jhansi. Many saintly people live there, and consequently it is very attractive from the spiritual point of view. Haribol. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So you see, this is the what to say, mercy of Srila Prabhupada, how much he has explained about Prayag, the Triveni, and then quotes like Prakrishto yaga phalam yasmat. Like, this word Prakrishta means something very natural, I mean, which is swabhavik, which is inherent. So Prayag is a place where yaga phalam yasmat, just by being there. And then, of course, when we go there, we do take a dip in the Triveni. The river Saraswati is, of course, is unseen. Ganga, Yamuna, and Saraswati are the three rivers there. And then Srila Prabhupada, in many a times in the lectures and in a few other purports, talks about the Kumbh Mela, which happens, and then how so many, the millions of people come there to purify themselves. So, in fact, if we read some other purports of Srila Prabhupada, if he is giving a description of a place, especially in Navadvipa, Prabhupada gives the distance, how far it is from this thing, how to reach there, all those details also Srila Prabhupada gives, right? So, the glorification of Prayag. Parvati Mataji, Shloka 150.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranams. Yamuna dekiya preme pada jana janpadya aste vyasate bhattacharya uttaya dhariya. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As soon as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu saw the river Yamuna, he threw himself into it. Balabhadra Bhattacharya hastily caught the Lord and very carefully raised him up again.
Yeah. So when I read this, it's reminding me of children. The children get very excited when they see water. Then they keep running to it, and then you have to, whoever is, invariably the parents, they have to go and bring them or hold them. So Balabhadra Bhattacharya is playing that role. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he sees river Yamuna, he's so ecstatic that he just goes and falls into river Yamuna. Right? Okay, Sindhu Mataji, text 151.
Hare Krishna, pranams Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Text 151. E mata tina dhina prayagera hila Krishna nama prema diya lokanishta rila. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Mataji, can just scroll a little bit because that white thing is, The Lord stayed at Prayaga for 3 days. He delivered the holy name of Krishna and ecstatic love. Thus, he delivered many people. Okay, Mataji,
So,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So the holy name and love, right? So this is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did in all his pastimes. Chaitanya Charitamrita, if you see, wherever Chaitanya Mahaprabhu goes, he is either giving the name of Krishna or he is, embracing people to give the love of God. Yeah, Sumati Mataji, text 152.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat pranams Mataji. Mathura chalite pathe yata rahi aya Krishna nama prema diya lokera nachaya. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Mataji, can you scroll a little bit, Mataji?
Oh, I'm forgetting.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
thank you, Mataji. Wherever the Lord stopped to rest on the way to Mathura, he delivered the holy name of Krishna and ecstatic love of Krishna. Thus, he made the people dance. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji.
So it is better, when Acharya was saying, if you dance in front of Krishna, then you need not dance in front of anybody. So we choose where we want to dance, either in front of Krishna or in front of the whole world. They make you dance for all unnecessary things. So 153. Karpagavalli Mataji, please. 153. Hare Krishna. Karpagavalli.
Dakshina. Can I be audible, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, you are audible.
Purvevina Dakshina Loka Nisarela Pasi Chima Duse Saiti Saba Vaishnavat Tarila. Translation by Prabhupada ki jai. Then the Lord turned the land to the South India. He delivered many people, and when he traveled in the western sector, he similarly converted many people to Vaishnavism. Purport shall I read, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji.
Formerly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu converted people when he toured southern and western India. Similarly, the Hare Krishna movement is now delivering the people of the western world, wherever devotees are chanting the holy names. This is all being done by Lord's mercy. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu predicted that he would deliver people in every city and village of the world, and by giving them a chance to chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Thank you, Mataji. Dandavat.
Hare Krishna. So there are more than 800 centers of ISKCON all over the world. Yeah. So, no, I'm just reading the message. Mahaprabhu, Balabhadra, and different Kashi. Okay. Yeah. I mean, more than 800 centers, and then in the most, there was recently this thing in the coldest, the Antarctic also, they had they were the Rath Yatra in a small way. They had the deities of Jagannath, Baldev, Subhadra in the coldest of places, and they were saying they had Rath Yatra even in such a place. So this is how, just the name of, that is all Srila Prabhupada did. Srila Prabhupada took the Harinam to the Western world and of course to the whole world, and now that is how it is expanding. You know, this is the, if anybody wants to understand what magic is, I think there could be no greater magic than this. Just the name of the Lord, and how people are delivered by just chanting the holy name of the Lord. Yes, Mohandas Prabhu, text 154.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Pateya Yahaya Yamuna Darshana Taha Yan Padiya Pade Prema Achitana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. While the Lord was going to Mathura, he came across the river Yamuna several times, and as soon as he saw the river Yamuna, he would immediately jump in, falling unconscious in the water in the ecstasy of love of Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Yes. So for now, we can only read this because in fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that he talks about himself that he doesn't have any love for Krishna, because if he really loved Krishna, being away from Krishna, he would have not been alive. You know, that is the kind of mood Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is talking about. So this ecstasy of love of Krishna, in fact, Acharyas say when we chant the holy name, you know, tears should start rolling from our eyes that we are away from Krishna. But then our heart is so hard. Okay, I'm also talking of myself, that when we chant the names, and you know, none of these things happen. That means we are in the process of purification. That when we realize this, or when the Lord's mercy, we realize how much we are away from the Lord, in the actual sense, right? Then all these feelings we can understand. Yeah, 155. Parmeshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
मधुरानिकेते आइला मधुरा देखिया दंडवत खाना पदे प्रेमा विस्तहना. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. When he approached Madura and saw the city, he immediately fell to the ground and offered obeisances with great ecstatic love. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So this is when we also go to Dham. You know, we are Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing what we have to do, that we have to go pay our obeisances first when we reach the Dham. Yeah, 156. Shobha Mataji, you want to read the
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Madhura Shriya Kaila Vishranti Tirthasthana Janmasthane Keshavadhiki Karila Pranama. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu entered the city of Madura, he took his bath at Vishrama Ghata. He then visited the birthplace of Krishna and saw the deity named Kesavaji. He offered his respectful obeisances to this deity. Do you want to read the purport, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, we'll read the purport.
Hare Krishna. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. At the present moment, the temple of Keshavaji is very much improved. At one time, Keshavaji Mandira was attacked by the Emperor Aurangzeb, who constructed such a big mosque there that the temple of Keshavaji was insignificant in comparison. But with the help of many rich Marwaris, the temple has been improved and a very large temple is now being constructed so that the mosque is now appearing diminished in comparison. Many archaeological discoveries have been made there, and many people from foreign countries are beginning to appreciate Krishna's birthplace. This Krishna consciousness movement is attracting many foreigners to the Keshavaji temple, and now they will also be attracted by the Krishna Balarama temple in Vrindavana. Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna. So we have a great responsibility of reviving our Sanatana Dharma while practicing, reviving and spreading it, right? So that that is the greatest asset that we are going to give to the future generations that are going to come. Because Sanatana Dharma is one dharma which is all compassing. It's accepting everybody in whatever religion or dharmas they follow, right? And of course, the most tolerant of the religions that we have seen. So it becomes important for us to follow, then preach, and help in whatever way to keep our Sanatana Dharma intact. Right? Yes, Parvati Mataji, text 157.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Premanandena se gaya sagna hunkara prabhura prema vese deki loke chamatkara. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. When Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu chanted, danced and made loud vibrations, all the people were astonished to see his ecstatic love. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Rasarangi Radhika Mataji, you want to read this text?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Thank you so much. Eha viprapade prabhura charana dhariya prabhu sage nritya kare prema vishtahana. Hare Krishna. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. One Brahmana fell at the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and then began to dance with him in ecstatic love.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Hare
you.
Krishna. Yeah, seeing was one thing, and then getting the touch of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that Brahmana also started dancing in ecstatic love. Yes, Krishnamurti Prabhu, text 159.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Dunhe prema nritya kare kola kuli. Hare Krishna kaha dunhe vale bahu tuli. Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. The two of them danced in ecstatic love and embraced each other. Raising their arms, they said, chant the holy name of Hari and Krishna. Hare
All
Krishna.
of us also, Hare Krishna, all of us also raise our arms and say Hari Bol and Krishna, Hare Krishna. Yeah. Did all of you do it?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Sindhu Mataji, text 160.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
No.
I'm audible, right? 160.
Yes.
Loka Hari Hari Bhale Hola Hala Haila Keshava Sevaka Prabhu Ke Mala Paraila. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All the people then began to chant Hari Hari, and there was a great uproar. The priest in Lord Keshava's service offered Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu a garland.
Hari Hari.
Thank you.
Hari Bol. Yeah. Uma Mataji, text 161.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Loke kahe Prabhu deki haya vismaya ache he na prema Lokika Kabuknaya. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. When the people saw Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu dancing and chanting, they were struck with wonder, and they all said, such transcendental love is never an ordinary thing. Hare Krishna Mataji.
I could see the divinity of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's presence, and of course of his chanting the holy name. Yeah, 160. 162. Who wants to read, please? Hare Krishna. Yeah, Bhuvana Mataji, you want to read? Okay, Parvati Mataji, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Yanhara darshane loke premi matahana hase kande nase gaya Krishna namalana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The people said, simply by seeing Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, everyone is maddened with love of Krishna. Indeed, everyone is laughing, crying, dancing, chanting, and taking the holy name of Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So the scriptures say one of the definitions of Vaishnava. Who is a Vaishnava? If a person sees another person and then immediately is reminded of Krishna, right? So he, such also is a quality of a Vaishnava, that he, just by seeing him, people start. Then of course this is the Supreme Lord. That's how everybody wanted to chant the holy name. Yeah, Sumati Mataji, text 163.
Hare Krishna. Sarvata Nishchita Inho Krishna Avatara Mathura Aila Lokera Karite Nistara. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Certainly, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is in all respects the incarnation of Lord Krishna. Now he has come to Mathura to deliver everyone. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Jai. Yes, Sumati Mataji, text 164.
I just read now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Tabe Mahaprabhu se ye Brahmane lana Tanhare Puchila Kitu Nibhrate Vasiya. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. After this, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took the Brahmana aside, sitting in a solitary place, and Lord began to question him. Hare Krishna Dandavat Pranam.
So we'll see what questions he asked the Brahmana. Yes, Bhuvana Mataji, text 165.
Mataji, sorry, when you call out my name, I didn't unmute myself and I was keep on reciting. So sorry, Mataji.
Yeah, that's it.
Arya Sarala Tumi Vriddha Brahmana Kaha Naite Paila Tumi Yehi Pramadhana. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you are an elderly Brahmana, you are sincere, and you are advanced in spiritual life. Where from have you gotten this transcendental opulence of aesthetic love for Krishna? Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So the Brahmana, we'll see where he got this divine qualities from. Yeah, Sudha Mataji, you want to read please 166?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
विप्र कहे श्रीपाद श्री माधवेंद्र पुरी भ्रमिते आइला मथुरा नगरी. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The Brahmana replied, His Holiness Srila Madhavendra Puri came to the city of Mathura while he was on tour. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So when one meets a pure devotee, right? So it is the qualities of a pure devotee is seen with whomever they met. So we'll see what is the qualities. Already Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said you are such divine qualities. Why it is? Because he said he met Madhavendra Puri. So Madhavendra Puri is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Guru is Ishvara Puri. Ishvara Puri Guru is Madhavendra Puri. So he's grand disciple, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is grand disciple of Madhavendra Puri. Like how Srila Prabhupada is for us. Our guru's guru. Right? So that's how he was feeling the intimate relationship with this Brahmana. Yes, Krishnamurti Prabhu, text 167.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Krupa kari te ho mora nila ye aila mora shishya kari mora ate bhiksha kaila. Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. While at Mathura, Sri Pada Madhavendra Puri visited my house and accepted me as a disciple. He even took lunch at my home. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hari Bol. He not only visited, he gave his association, he accepted him as his disciple, and the icing on the cake is like he also took lunch in this Brahmana's house. Oh, what a lucky Brahmana is, really. Right? 168, Parmeshwari Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Gopala Prakta Hari Seva Kaila Mahasaya. Krishna. Gopala Prakat Hari Seva Kaila Mahasaya Adhyabhiha Dankara.
Okay, Mataji, I'll give you a chance. I think you should answer the call. You can say the next. Please answer the call. Yeah, Uma Mataji, you can read. Parmeshwari Mataji can read next. Please go ahead, Uma Mataji.
Shall I? Hare
Yes,
Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Gopala Prakata Kari Seva Kaila Mahashaya Adhyapita Tana Para Seva Govardhani Haya. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. After installing the deity of Gopala, Sri Madhavendra Puri rendered him service. That very deity is still being worshipped at Govardhana Hill.
Yeah.
Correct.
So whole chapter about Madhavendra Puri and how he unearths the Lord comes in his dream and he says, I'm there hiding below the bushes and other things. It's a very elaborate discussion, description there. Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami gives. So this Brahmana is reminded, he's telling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu how Sri Madhavendra Puri installed the Gopala deity and how he engaged everybody in the service of that deity, right, which is still being worshipped in Govardhana. Yeah. Sudha Mataji, please, you want to read?
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Mataji. Shuni Prabhu Kaila Tara Charana Vandana Bhaya Paya Prabhu Paya Padila Brahmana. Translation by Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. As soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard about Madhavendra Puri's relationship with the Brahmana, he immediately offered obeisances at his feet. Becoming fearful, the Brahmana also immediately fell at the Lord's feet. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is acknowledging the good fortune of the Brahmana, and then he's falling at his feet, and then Brahmana realizes that it is none other than Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Lord, so he's also falling at his feet. So we'll see next what exactly they have to say to each other. Yes, Shobha Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam Mataji. Prabhu kahe tumi guru, ami sishya praya, guru hana sishya namaskara, na yuyaya. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "You're on the platform of my spiritual master, and I am your disciple. Since you are my spiritual master, it is not befitting that you offer me obeisances." Hare Krishna, Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna. So, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, of course, even in Krishna Lila, even though he's a Supreme Lord, Krishna takes all these roles to teach us how we have to be, right? When he took the role of washing the feet of all the Brahmanas who came in the Rajasuya Yajna, because it is so easy for us as conditioned souls that all of us want to be, what to say, bigger than the biggest. Like Krishna can become the bigger than the biggest, like he became from Vamana to Trivikrama. But then he's showing here how he can become smaller than the smallest, right? In the sense, he's paying, he need not, but then he's just following the Vaishnava etiquette that he saw him in the, because he met his grand guru, he was paying obeisances to the Brahmana. And of course, the Brahmana also pays obeisance. Yes. Parvati Mataji, you want to read this?
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Next sloka, right, Mataji?
Yeah, 1 second. Yes. Yeah, here it is. Please.
Suniya Vishmita Vipra Kahe Bhaya Pana Aichabat Kaha Keni Sanyasi Hana. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Upon hearing this, the Brahmana became afraid. He then said, "Why do you speak like this? You are a sannyasi." Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, he got afraid because he was thinking maybe he's being, it's an offense, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is paying obeisances to him. So we'll see what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has to say in this. Is Parmeshwari Mataji available now? Do you want to read, Mataji? Parmeshwari Mataji? Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Krishnamurti Prabhu, please go ahead.
हरे कृष्ण माताजी। किंतु तुम्हारा प्रेम देखी माने अनुमानी माधवेंद्र पुरीरा संबंध धरा जानी। Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. Upon seeing your ecstatic love, I can just imagine that you must have some relationship with Madhavendra Puri. This is my understanding. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So that is how Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was feeling so ecstatic when this Brahmana said that he Madhavendra Puri Pad had come to his house, they initiated him, and then also had lunch in his house. Yeah, text 173. Yes, Sudha Mataji, please read.
Yeah, Hare Krishna prema kahaya tava tahara sambandha taha bina ye premara kahana hi gandha. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. This kind of ecstatic love can be experienced only when one has a relationship with Madhavendra Puri. Without him, even a sense of such transcendental ecstatic love is impossible. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So, sadhu sangha, sarva shastra kahe, lava matra sadhu sangha, sarva siddhi hoye. Yes, Sindhu Mataji, 174.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Text 174. Thabe Bhattacharya tare sambandha kahila suni anandita vipra nachite lagila. Thabe Bhattacharya tare sambandha kahila suni anandita vipra nachite lagila. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Balabhadra Bhattacharya then explained the relationship between Madhavendra Puri and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After hearing this, the Brahmana became very pleased and began to dance.
So, yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is taking the mood of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu now. The Chaitanya Mahaprabhu starts dancing whenever he sees Yamuna, whenever he sees devotees, he is remembering Krishna. So this Brahmana also started dancing after hearing who Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was. Yes, Shameshwari Mataji, please go ahead, read this. 175.
हरे कृष्णा माताजी, दंडवत प्रणाम। तबे विप्र प्रभु रे लाया आईला निज घरे अपना इच्छाया प्रभुरा नाना सेवा करे। Mataji, can you please scroll up? Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. The Brahmana then took Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to his home and out of his own free will, he began to serve the Lord in various ways. Thank you, Mataji.
Okay. So he continues his service from Madhavendra Puri. What a what a great fortune of this Brahmana. He served Madhavendra Puri Pad, and then he's serving Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So his life is, done. Text 176. Yes, Shobha Mataji, please.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam Mataji, text 75-126. Dikshalagi Bhattacharya Karayila Randhana Tabe Maha Prabhu Hasi Bhalila Vachana. Translation by Yesi Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. He asked Balabhadra Bhattacharya to cook Sri Chaitanya.
You got muted, Mataji. You got muted. Can you read the translation again? Yeah.
Was I audible, Mataji?
Translation you were not, Mataji. Please read
Hello?
the translation. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Are you able to hear me, Mataji? Hare Krishna. Are others? Am I audible, devotees?
Mataji, was I audible?
Yes, Mataji.
Yes,
Yes.
Mataji, you are audible, Mataji.
Okay. Translation. I'll take this opportunity to read the translation because that was not audible. Translation by Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. He asked Balabhadra Bhattacharya to cook Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lunch. At that time, the Lord smiling spoke as follows. Right? Yes. Bhuvana Mataji. We'll see what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to say. Text 177. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Danda Pranam Mataji. Puri Goshani to Mara Gare Karya Chena Bhiksha More Tumi Bhiksha Deha Yehi Mora Siksha. Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Mataji, can you just scroll up, Mataji? Sorry, Mataji. Yeah, Mataji. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Madhavendra Puri has already taken lunch at your place. Therefore, you may cook and give me the food. That is my instruction. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, he was hesitating to cook for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, as you have, Madhavendra Puri father has taken lunch here. So he's instructing, he's not even saying you should cook. He's saying, I'm instructing you to cook for me. Yeah. Sudha Mataji, text 178.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Yadyat acharati sheshtas tatta deveta rojana sayat pramanam kurute lokas tat anuvartate. Translation by Mataji. Please scroll up, Mataji. Yes, thank you. Translation by Divine Wisdom of Prabhupada Ki Jai. Whatever action a great man performs, common men follow. And whatever standards he sets by exemplary acts, all the world pursues. This is a quotation from Bhagavad Gita 3.21. Thank you.
Yeah. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to establish this fact, which in detail Srila Prabhupada talks about it in the next shloka. Now Kishori Mataji will read the shloka translation and purport also. Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you. Dandot Pranam, Mataji. Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Yadyapi Sanotiya Haya Saita Brahmana Sanotiya Ghare Sanyasi Na Kare Bhojana. Sorry, Mataji, I changed the tune.
Okay.
The Brahmana belongs to the Sanodiya Brahmana community, and sannyasi does not accept food from such a
Brahmana.
In northwestern India, Vaishyas are divided into various subdivisions. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura points out that they are divided as Agrawala, Kalavara, Kalavara, and Sanvada. Out of them, the Agarwala are said to be first class Vaishyas, and the Kalavaras and Sanavadas are considered lower due to their occupational degradation. The Kalavara generally take wine and other intoxicants. Although they are Vaishyas, they are considered to belong to a lower class. The priest who guide the Kalavaras and Sanavadas are called Sanodiya Brahmanas. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakura states that the word Sanoyada in Bengal indicates
Suvarnavanik.
Swarnavanik. Thank you, Mataji. Swarnavanik. In Bengal, in Bengal, there are priests who guide the Swarnavadik community, which is also considered a low class. There is a little difference between the Sanavada and the Swarnavadik gradually.
Generally, the Swarnavaniks are bankers. Yeah, okay. Shall I ask? Can I ask Rajalakshmi Mataji to continue, please?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes,
Rajalakshmi Mataji, you want to continue?
Hare Krishna Mataji. Which line, Mataji, exactly?
Generally, generally the Suvarnavaniks. Here, there's little difference in Bengal. You can read from here.
Okay, thank you, Mataji. In Bengal, there are priests who guide the Suvarnavanik community, which is also considered a low class. There is little difference between the Sanvadas and the Suvarnavaniks. Generally, the Suvarnavaniks are bankers dealing in gold and silver. In Western India, the Agarwals also belong to the banking profession. This is the original business of the Suvarnavanik or Agarwala community. Historically, the Agarwalas came from the up country named Ayodhya, and the Suvarnavanik community also came from Ayodhya. It therefore appears that the Suvarnavaniks and the Agarwalas belong to the same community. The Sanodiya Brahmanas were the guides of the Kalavara and Sanvadas. They are therefore considered to be lower class Brahmanas, and a sannyasi is not allowed to take alms or food from them. However, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted lunch cooked by a Sanodiya Brahmana simply because he belonged to Madhavendra Puri's community. Srila Madhavendra Puri was the spiritual master of Ishwara Puri, who was the spiritual master of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Thus, a spiritual relationship is established on the spiritual platform without consideration of material inferiority or superiority. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
So here, more than the birth, the relationship, I mean, like how this Brahmana had with Sri Madhavendra Puri is established here. And why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, though sannyasis don't partake food from the Sanodiya Brahmanas, but this particular Brahmana was blessed by Madhavendra Puri, and that is being established by Srila Prabhupada here. I mean, like for us to understand that a person can come from any background, but if he has all the qualities of becoming a Brahmana in the sense, following the regulative principles and chanting, and then so he makes himself eligible for such services, is what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is establishing here. And we must understand now, it may not look a very great thing, but during those times, the caste Brahmanas were very rigid, were very strict, that people being born in the Brahmana family, or they followed it very strictly. Much earlier, previous Vedic times and all, the Brahmanas did follow strictly. But as Kali Yuga progressed, though they were people were born in Brahmana families, they did not follow whatever they had to follow as a Brahmana. And there were other people who had these qualities of Brahmana. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had to, bring in this revolution, saying that everybody will be given the chance in Kali Yuga because Kalau Shudra Sambhava, all of us come with those kind of qualities which are unwanted. But because of chanting, anybody, whatever class, even a Swapacha, it says, Swapacha is a dog eater, that shloka in Srimad Bhagavatam. One has to accept him as a Vaishnava, even though he comes from a dog eater's family. But if he is chanting, he's a glorious Vaishnava, right? So that thing Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is trying to establish here. Yes. So Shameshwari Mataji, text 180. Shameshwari Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण माता जी, दंडवत प्रणाम। तथापि पूरी देखी तारा वैष्णवा आचारा, शिष्य करी तारा भिक्षा कैला अंगीकारा। Translation by Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Although the Brahmana belonged to the Sanodaya community, Srila Madhavendra Puri had seen that he behaved like a Vaishnava and had therefore accepted him as his disciple. The food he had cooked had also been accepted by Madhavendra Puri. Thank you,
Okay.
Mataji.
Yeah. Chaturvarnyam Maya Shrishtam Guna Karma Vibhagasa. So the Lord not only said this in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says this in Bhagavad Gita, right? In the Krishna, but then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually, that is Gnana and then Vijnana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, practically showing that even though he is the Lord, he follows what he says, right? So that is how we see Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, establishing all these facts based on just the chanting and and because he's the Audari Avatara, because he's the most merciful Avatara, he also gives chance for everybody, irrespective of caste, creed. And how is this chance given to everybody? To his Senadipati Bhakta, Srila Prabhupada, who went to the West and then in the mood of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, accepted, made so many people who otherwise the world thought were just not worthwhile for anything, he made them to exalted devotees, right? So this is all based on the chanting of the holy name, which was propagated by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So just to conclude this part, we will of this part, we will just read just 2 more shlokas. Yes. Then Rajalakshmi Mataji, you want to read this?
Yes, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah.
Mahaprabhu Tanre Yadi Bhiksha Magila Daina Kari Se Vipra Kahite Lagila. Translation by Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. Therefore, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu willingly requested food from the Brahmana, and the Brahmana, feeling natural humility, began to speak as follows.
Okay. So even then, even though he was given the chance to cook for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, the Brahmana says this. So this is the last shloka for today. Krishnamurti Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Mataji, shloka is not a little bit down, Mataji. Down. Okay. तुम्हारे भिक्षा दीबा बड़ा भाग्य से हमारा, तुम्ही ईश्वर नहीं तुम्हारा विधि व्यवहारा। Translation by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada ki jai. It is a great fortune for me to offer you food. You are the Supreme Lord, and being in the transcendental position, you are not restricted in any way. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So that is how the aspect of the Lord being independent, that he, in fact, the Acharya says the only person who is independent is only the Lord. Nobody else is independent, right? So he establishes this with this pastime, and then he's also saying, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is, the Brahmana is saying, you are above all the rules. You are not restricted in any way, right? So this portion of the pastime of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is showing us how the Lord is compassionate to all souls, right? Of course, if they are favorable, the compassion, the mercy is flowing more. And irrespective of their wanting or not, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's avatara is such that he gives mercy to even those people who don't want his mercy. In fact, His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Maharaj says, it must be very, very hard for somebody to keep away from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy. It is really very difficult. And it says, the more a person is fallen, the mercy is more. That's how they give the example of Jaga and Madai. So it is indeed a very great fortune that we have through Srila Prabhupada, the Chaitanya Charitamrita being translated and an opportunity to read and purify ourselves. So I thank Her Grace Sita Rani Mataji for this opportunity to purify myself and also be in association of all of you. Thank you very much. We can close the class unless any of you want to share or ask anything. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Radhika here. I just have a doubt.
Yes.
Not able to raise my hand. Yeah. Mataji, who's this Brahmana, Mataji? Because he's had a chance for Madhavendra Puri as well as for Chaitanya. So he must be a very elevated person. So that's been like
elevated and then long life. Because you see, I'm seeing 3 generations. Some more, maybe the other Chaitanya Natak or somewhere exactly must be more elaborately given. Which
so Mataji, also one more doubt, not relevant to today. It was yesterday, but I missed asking. So basically, just the previous chapter talks about Chaitanya, Sri Krishna Chaitanya. Right? It will come again. I think the Brahmana actually is calling him again, to kill the Mayavatis, right? And the Mayavati, Prakashanada Saraswati calls him Chaitanya. Now, what confuses me here is Krishna and Chaitanya are same, right? Okay. So the name Krishna and Chaitanya both should be technically potent, no Mataji. Why do they keep telling that he was calling Chaitanya, but he was not calling Sri Krishna Chaitanya? Even we call Chaitanya only, no Mataji. We don't keep calling him Sri Krishna Chaitanya. So why do they brand that Mayavadis can call the name Chaitanya, but they call Krishna? Because calling Chaitanya is also equally potential, no Mataji?
Yes. See, I will just try to summarize with what I have understood from the few lectures and others and Prabhupada's various purport. It is really very offensive to be an impersonalist, Srila Prabhupada says, because their aspect of wanting to be one with the Lord, that means they're equating themselves to the Lord, is highly offensive.
Understood.
Yeah.
That I understood.
So why is he wanting to be? Because he's envious of the Lord. Like he's saying, why you have to be served when I can. The envy aspect of it doesn't make them to say Krishna's name. And why Chaitanya's name is, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in fact, goes to Varanasi. In fact, he accepts the sannyasa ashrama because before he accepted the sannyasa ashrama, the Mayavadis, the impersonalists, did not accept Krishna in his personal form and they were offending him. So to give mercy to them, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepts sannyasa ashrama.
Yeah.
Right? So that is why, Krishna, Chaitanya, the name of Chaitanya is that much more merciful than the name of Krishna. Even though they are envious, Krishna is not allowing. I won't say not allowing. It is clouded for them. But even in that clouded form, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is giving the mercy, is what I can say. I hope I answered.
Yes, Mataji. You answered half, but the other small gap which I have is then calling Chaitanya also is right, Mataji, because they say that we should not call the name Chaitanya, we should only call the name Krishna. That is where I get confused. When we tell...
where have you heard this?
In the purport itself, I've read, it says that the Mayavatis will be able to chant Chaitanya, but that is not... it's the direct names of Krishna should be called for purification, such as Krishna or Jagannath and all. But we should not address it as Chaitanya, they say. So that is where I am very confused. Why not Chaitanya? Because Chaitanya is also Lord's name, Mataji.
Chaitanya also is Lord's name. Yeah. I mean, how come they are saying, you know, they after that also they have to call Krishna's name for purification? Is what is your question?
Exactly.
Okay. Maybe some more deliberation on that.
Sure, Mataji. Sorry, but this is like sort of back of my mind, so that is why.
Yeah, that's okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So,
Mataji,
yes,
can you just say that the three devotees want to go with the Lord? Can you just say the three names, Mataji?
Yeah, Shobha Mataji has the
Ballabhadra.
Yeah, Balabhadra. Yeah, and the devotee, yes.
Another one is local Brahmana, Kashi.
Kashi, yeah, devotee from
There
Kashi.
are the two.
Yeah, those are the two. Hare Krishna.
That mentioned three, no, Mataji, so I just got confused over there. Three devotees want to go with the Lord.
Yeah. So one more. Yeah. Right. Okay. So thank you, devotees. Thank you very much. We can close the class now. Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripasindhubhyavach patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta Koti Vaishnavavrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Gurudev ki jai. Tagore Sitanand Paramanande. Hari Hari Bol. Thank you, devotees. Thank you for the opportunity to purify myself. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Mataji, Hare Krishna. Mataji, with your permission, can I end